Welcome everyone to Merkaba Energy Healing. So today we are doing another pick a card reading, asking Spirit, what do you need to know to attract what you desire? What do you need to know to attract what you desire? So this could be anything from reflecting what you've already achieved, what you have been doing, what you are coming into, or something that needs redirection or modification in some way. Now, before I begin, I want to say that I had several false starts to this reading. One, my mic broke. So I apologize if the sound is not as crystal clear as it has been, as I'm using an older mic. I still wanted to get the reading out. Number two, the two candles that I originally used didn't light, neither of them. I don't know what that's about, but I felt that I always feel that what I experience shortly before a reading is a reflection of something happening in the collective. So it didn't happen before any one of these readings, it happened before the entire reading. So I do think that there is a message here to pay attention to any interference, anything that feels like it's tripping you up, a little bit of Mercury retrograde energy I was getting, even though we are not yet in Mercury retrograde. That's another couple of months away, a month and a half or so. So there's something for the collective not to get thrown off by interference. Make sure that you stay rooted, you stay stoic, you stay strong, and you keep going. Okay, I just wanted to mention that because that's exactly what I did. My energy and my vibration was so high coming into this reading, and I felt myself getting deflated with each obstacle. And I came back again and I was like, hell no, nothing's going to stop me from putting out my next reading because I couldn't do my Sunday reading. I was very exhausted. Okay, so we have three beautiful cards with three beautiful crystals. Pile number one with message number one, we have card number 13, synchronicity. Synchronicity. This is paired with the aquamarine stone. Pile number two with message number two is card number 21, onwards. And this is paired with the pink opal. And pile number three with message number three, we have card number 12, grateful. And it is paired with the tree agate. The tree agate. Hope you can see that. Okay, so as usual, I've put the timestamps down below. Tune into your intuition, take a breath and tune in. See which pile with which message calls you in the strongest, and I will see you at your reading. Welcome, pile number one, group number one, to your reading. I am first going to invite my guides in. You can take a breath with me if you would like. I am willing to serve for the greatest good of all, and I ask for only what is kind and what is clear to come through with as much detail and evidence as possible. Today we are asking Spirit, what do you need to know to attract what you desire? I've been getting guidance for a while that October, if you're watching this, the end of September, beginning of October, that this month, October 2025, is a massive turning point for the Lightworker Collective and in receiving their overdue abundance. So I'm just being reminded to say that, especially for this group. You chose card number 13, synchronicity, and that is paired with the beautiful aquamarine. My guides, once again, selected beautiful cards to match with the crystals. My guides, what does group number 1 need to know to attract what they desire? So immediately, as the card says, synchronicity, intuition, wisdom, messages. Group number 1, you are being guided right now to listen very strongly to your intuition, which will guide you on the right path. Many of you, I'm hearing, are already on this path. You have been listening to those intuitive nudges telling you where to go, and you're being applauded for that. I'm hearing, keep going. You're on the right path. They're saying with synchronicity here, there are a lot of signs that have been showing up for this group, and your single job is to pay attention to them, not just as sprightly bits in your day where you think, oh, my guide is around, but to actually link in with that message, link in with the symbol and ask the symbol, what message do you have for me? So if you see 444 on the clock with the 4 here, okay, you see repeating 4s, stop for a moment and say, my guides, my highest and best guides, show me very clearly what message you have for me today. Help me intuit what I am meant to learn, what I am meant to know. Because we're no longer in a time where it's enough for the awakening ones to get that scaffolding around the idea that you are awakening, where you just have endless angelic numbers coming to you. This is the time to act and move forward, to work in a collaborative way with your spirit team. So you're no longer, I'm hearing, a passive recipient of synchronistic messages or signs, but you're collaborating with us, I'm hearing. But because we live in a free will world, you must call them and you must ask for this. They are saying, so this is a barn owl. I know a bit about owls because owl is my spirit animal. They're saying barn owls are especially known for their pronounced hearing ability. They can hear prey from miles away. So they're saying that there are 2 things that they're saying for this group. Number 1, there is a practical application about the need to listen. So this is listening to your intuition, but also listening to people in your life and calming your energy down so that you are modeling, I'm hearing, for people how to be an active listener, where you're hearing something and you're responding thoughtfully. People, I'm getting that sometimes people confuse light work with, needing to travel to spiritual places in the world and, working with these pronounced energies or being a teacher, being a healer. Light work is about guiding your life by light, by the light from your own soul, being an authentic spirit. And so they're saying to this group that the way that you can attract what you desire is to be as much in your authentic spirit as possible, which is a repeating message that comes up in my channel for sure. So that if you want other people to hear you, you must be that which you desire in the world. You need to listen actively and listen very well. That doesn't mean that you're agreeing, right? There is something about your clairaudience turning on at this time. So if you've been having tinnitus, ringing in the ears, I'm also getting a sense of water in my ears clogging. Like I want to yawn and unclog my ears. Your ear chakras are being cleared out right now. So be aware of messages coming clairaudiently to this group. They're also saying for this group that you have amassed tremendous amount of knowledge and it is time to disseminate it. So you will attract what you desire when you take what you've learned and you offer it to the world. You have to be some kind of guiding light, I'm hearing. You can't hold it all into, yourself anymore. You have to share it with people. There is something about allowing yourself to be heard. Okay, so there's something about the ears with this group. Yeah. Needing to really allow yourself to hear and be heard. This is a big message for this group. With this owl being inside somewhere here. Okay, this is not an owl hiding up in a tree. So they're saying a lot of you have been going it alone for a long time, very much like an owl that doesn't run in packs necessarily. But this owl, again, seems to be in someone's home. And so there is something about you needing to connect with others or allowing yourself to be a little bit more social or engaged in some way to attract what you desire. Maybe some of you do want friendship or love or some other kind of connections with other people, maybe even with animals. And there is something about you needing to let yourself be seen and heard that's important to attract what you desire. They are saying that this is very much a time of passing on wisdom so that we can't just amass it and expand our own consciousness in our own space, but we need to share it with the world so that when you share, you get back like an infinity signal, as within, so without. This is what I'm getting for this group. They're saying that they want you to stop harboring this energy, like holding it in. I also just heard the word safe harbor. I'm getting the sense that some of you are attracting what you desire because you're feeling more safe in your own home, in your own skin. I'm getting home from the owl being in this home, but also from the number 413 here, which reminds me of the fourth house in astrology, which is the house of astrology of house and home, of security and safety in a home. So if some of you are moving, then because they're showing me the Chariot card, then you will attract what you desire once you feel a foundation, once you feel this strengthening in a home base that you feel safe in. But some of you, this is just in your emotional field, when you begin to feel calm and settled. Yeah, because they're telling me nervous system, that you need to be aware of your nervous system now. And I'm hearing the sound that an owl makes. And they're saying, remember that when you activate your throat chakra, you're actually calming your nervous system. So when you hum or you sing, especially when you hum, you have that vibration in your throat chakra, you actually clear the vagus nerve, and you recalibrate, not activate, you recalibrate the nervous system. So there is something for this group about calming yourselves. That's interesting because the aquamarine is one of a stone of soothing, calming energy. So there's something for this group about needing to calm your nervous system, because we cannot attract what we desire, meaning something high vibrational, if we're in a state of distress. And interesting with the interference I experienced at the beginning of this reading, when I experience any interference, my nervous system gets overly activated. Or on Sunday, when I couldn't do the reading, my nervous system was burnt out. And I can't hear spirit well when my nervous system is burnt out. And because I'm very sensitive, my nervous system burns out very, very quickly. And I imagine this group might also be very sensitive in this way. They're also telling me owls that are very active in winter, there is probably going to be a pretty pronounced turning point for this group around winter time when it comes to what you desire. I'm getting that very clearly for this group. And when I say winter, do you feel anything light up in your body? Do you sense resonance? Okay, because I'm getting resonance the way I do, which is my right leg lighting up where spirit is saying yes, okay? And I have my no as well. So they're just guiding me to guide you how to tune more in to your own intuition, and not just to hear it and hope for it, but to hear it and connect with it, the way that they gave that message earlier about collaborating with Spirit. It's very clear to me that they don't want the listeners of my channel to be passive listeners. They want you guys to be active listeners, so we are doing this together. So please always tune in with your clairsentience, whatever it might be, your claircognizance, the resonance in your mind, body, spirit, whether or not the messages resonate for you. Aquamarine is also showing me with the blue color and all this blue in this card, the activation of the throat chakra. So there is something about you guys speaking your truth. Again, that authenticity is coming through. That speaking your truth will help you attract what you want in this life. And when I heard that ooh, the owls, the sound that an owl makes, I wonder if any of you are actually singers or using tones or frequencies in some way. Please let me know in the comments. Those things are very interesting to me. People who are using tones or frequencies or even their voice in unique and special way. I am hearing light language is going to be activated for some of you. I just got the number 3. So that might be 3 months. Yeah, I got a mild yes on that, meaning that it's probably not for a lot of you. You'll know who you are. They're also guiding this group to pull, those of you who are interested, to pull an oracle card every day. Start working with your intuition on a daily basis, okay? And don't read the book, just look at the card and ask your guides, what is the message you have for me today? And just hear what your thoughts tell you. This might be my water pile, my highly intuitive pile. Okay, let's see what else we can get. I'm going to pull some tarot. Okay, my guides, what else does group number 1 need to know to attract what they desire? What else do you want to tell them? I'm already seeing the High Priestess in my mind. So yeah, this is a lot about intuition, this group. What else do you want to tell them about attracting what they desire? Please show me very clearly. Please show me clearly. Oh, it's upside down. Okay, we have the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups, to me, in this particular reading, does speak very much about intuition in terms of what is real and what isn't. Everyone needs to use their intuition right now to intuit what is real and what isn't real, especially as we're looking up at the skies. So I am hearing that some of you are going to, I'm hearing teaching, okay? Some of you are going to be in a teaching position. Here we have cups, by the way, water signs. So if you've been thinking about teaching or disseminating wisdom or knowledge in some way, that is how you're going to attract what you desire as well. Remember that you will be in alignment with what you desire when you embody the energy of what you desire. There is a message here about choice, that this group needs to make a choice and then move forward. Again, there's that chariot energy. So try not to get stuck in any confusing state where you don't know what direction to take. They're saying you need to just trust your intuition again. You just need to take a step forward. That is going to help bring abundance to you because you need to take that initiative. I'm always shown that if you give a pinky, the universe will give you a hand. So step forward. Yeah, they're highlighting that one of these cups actually has a trophy in it. So they're wanting you to choose the thing that actually feels most abundant to you. I'm getting a lot of throat chakra with this group. A lot of energy of needing to speak up, needing to follow through with your voice. What else, Spirit? What else? What else does group number 1 need to know to attract what they desire? I keep hearing that my guides are saying that you guys are doing a very good job. So wherever you do feel stuck or you feel like you do need to make a decision, it doesn't feel as if you haven't been doing anything. It does feel like this group has been more inclined to listen to their intuition and their instincts, I'm hearing, and to follow their own voice more. Beautiful. And then we have Queen of Wands. What do you want them to know about this particular card? So they've mentioned this before. They're saying that some of you are going to be, your intuition is going to guide you to connect in more with your cat or a spirit animal. I'm seeing a kind of bird, so it might be an owl or a bird that's been coming around your home. Some of you who have a cat that is a familiar, you're going to start to learn how to work with their energies and discern what messages they have for you. I'm hearing the word telepathy. Telepathy, yeah. What else do you want to tell them about the Queen of Wands? Okay, they're just saying your intuition also lies within your creativity. So listen to where you feel a spark of interest. What alights you? What makes you feel excited? Okay, where is your creativity? Where is your interest lie? That's where you're going to attract abundance. They just gave me a very interesting message. So on this card, there are a lot of sunflowers, and you see there's a little black cat on the bottom here. There is this message about safety again. So some of you who know, who have cats, sunflowers are a very safe flower around cats. So they are saying this feeling of safety is also, again, very important in attracting what you desire. Because if you, again, don't feel safe, your nervous system is going to be overstimulated and you will not align with high vibrational energies. Because when your nervous system is overstimulated, you're in a position of fear, which keeps you on a very low vibration. And with Queen of Wands, with her looking straight at me like this, with the owl looking straight at me, there's this fierceness that I'm feeling, that they want you to feel fierce and strong as you move forward. What else do you want group number one? Let's get one final tarot card here. What else do you want group number one to know to attract what they desire? Wow, and we have the Knight of Wands. More creative energy here, more energy of like spiritedness. Let me just ask them. Yeah, so they're telling me with the gold on the card here, the yellow gold, they're really saying that when you guys connect in with your creativity, with what really feels impassioned to you, where you something you feel really passionate about, I'm hearing no holds barred. You're just going to take off. The way he's wielding this horse, or he's almost like pulling on the reins because the horse just wants to rush ahead. They're saying that once you tap into your creative spirit and you allow that to shine, you allow that authentic spirit to shine, you're really just going to take off. And they're saying that's oh my God, that's all you need to know. There's not much else to it. And with the salamanders on his cloak, there's definitely good luck rushing in for this group. There's something serendipitous coming in. It could be in October with the black cat, resonant with Halloween and all of this red here and this red horse. It's interesting how they said before you don't have to go to any special place, to embody your intuition. It could just be in the way that you live your life every day. And then we've got the pyramids back here. So there's really this energy of you recognizing your light and your power in everyday circumstances. Because some of you might be waiting for some magnificent thing to occur that tells you you're on the right path, or your intuition is on point, and they're saying, no, you're exactly where you need to be. Forge on, forge ahead. Make a decision and move forward. Anything else with these cards? Now, with all of this fire energy here, there's a lot of passion and drive here that it's almost like there's a coal that's not being heated, I'm hearing. So some of you are sitting on something that you feel very excited about and passionate about, but you might feel a little bit confused about how to begin. And they're just saying, just start. Just start. The way I talked about at the beginning about those false starts, they're saying don't get distracted. Don't get distracted by, Seven of Cups is also about getting distracted. Don't get distracted by naysayers or by false interference. And I call it false because all interference to me is false. It's nonsense. So don't get frightened. Return to your power, return to your authenticity, return to your wisdom, and keep moving forward. Let's get a final card here from the Oracle deck, from this beautiful Oracle deck, the Wild Soul. Can we get a final energy for group number 1? What they need to know to attract what they desire. Can you show us really clearly, please, Spirit? Really, really clearly. What else? Okay. Oh, and we have the Wolverine tenacity. Again, there's that energy of really keeping strong, keeping the faith. It's interesting that this woman's eyes are blindfolded because she needs to listen to her intuition. It's about turning inward and knowing for yourself what is right. With these blue robes here, there's again that throat chakra with the blue card here. Really listening to your intuition here, really speaking your truth and making friends with that part of you that feels fear. This reads similar to the Strength card, right? Where she's sort of hugging this Wolverine. That they're really saying, when you transcend your fears, that's when you attract what you desire. They're actually telling me to pull one more card, so I'm going to listen to what they tell me to do. Sometimes I say no because I'm tired, but I'm okay. So let me pull one more for you guys. Okay. What else do you want to tell group number 1 then? Thank you. That one. Oh, and we've got the otter, playfulness. Okay, so I think I missed that with the wands here. So there's definitely this energy that they want to tell you before we close out, is that sometimes very intuitive people focus a lot on studies and moving forward and making sure they're getting things right, but they don't pay enough attention to playfulness, to being playful. Okay? Again, we have a lot of water, a lot of this watery energy here. So playfulness is a huge conduit to attract what you desire. Playfulness is a very high vibrational way of living in the world. So please make sure that you're doing things that you naturally enjoy, that makes you feel alive, that makes you feel inspired, that makes you feel free, I'm hearing. Okay? All right, group number 1, those are your messages for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If nothing else, I look forward to connecting with you guys in the next reading. Much love and many blessings. Welcome, group number 2. Sorry, just checking the camera there. So today we are asking Spirit, what do you need to know to attract what you desire? Before I begin, I just want to ask, if you enjoy this reading, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That is the only way I can continue doing these readings for you. Thank you so very much. So, I'm just going to take a breath here, inviting my guides in, please, my highest and best guides to please guide me in this reading for group number 2. Please, I ask for only what is kind and what is clear with detail and evidence. I'm willing to serve this collective for the highest and best good of all. Please tell me when to begin. Thank you. So you chose the lovely pink opal. I love this stone. And the Onwards card. Release, shame, hope. With this little hair. Oh, I'm just getting I'm getting a pretty powerful message for this group. Okay. As usual, my guides pair the perfect stone with the perfect card. I'm always floored how they do this. So, for some of you, you have left a relationship. You've disconnected from someone. You've released someone, and I'm hearing a lot of compassion from my guides and offering you strength. And I'm just trying to hear exactly what they want to tell you guys. They're acknowledging that this was a very hard thing to do for those of you who this resonates with. They're saying that you will be able to attract what you desire as you disconnect from this person. For some of you, this is not a recent disconnect, but you're still, or you've been feeling courted to them. Some of you have been dreaming about an ex. This could also be a friendship falling out, but it reads a little bit more as a falling out in love. This hair is looking back. And there's encouragement for this group to keep moving forward, move upwards and onwards, to release any feelings of shame or cordedness with a past lover or a past friend that did you wrong in some way, where it fell out in some way. Some of you have a longing for something from the past. So it can be really anything. It can be simpler times. It could be a certain part of your childhood, a certain way the world used to be. And there's guidance here for this group to please release and move forward and to hold hope for a better life, whether it be in a love relationship or friendship or just the world at large, where some of you might feel disheartened and feeling like you've lost hope. They're saying that you must keep a high vibration about you to attract what you desire. You must keep hope abound. And you must certainly release the past. So pink opal really helps us release from emotional trauma from the past and leave traumatic scars behind to heal scars from emotional wounds. That's what pink opal is amazing at doing. And I very much encourage you guys to pick up this stone if you are healing from emotional trauma. Now, they're giving me a very interesting message here. This is a hare. This is not a little fluffy bunny. This is a hare. And they're telling this group that you guys might be very soft, very warm, very loving, denoted by a little bunny rabbit. But because of what you've been through, you've shed some of that cottony part of you. They're showing me a baby penguin. If you've ever seen a baby penguin, I don't know why they're giving me a penguin. Maybe that resonates for someone, but the baby penguins are very soft and fluffy before their skin becomes smooth. So they're saying that you have released this padding, this fluffy outward part of you that bend a little bit towards, they're showing me these situations where you might have been taken advantage of because of your softness. And now you're more of a hare and you're taking up more space and you're hardier and you're forging forward. Okay? There's a feeling of growing up, strengthening yourselves. They're really tuning me into the hare's ears here and how long they are and how big they are. And they're really saying this is time for you to listen out for your own needs, and not just those people who come into your life. That if you want love, if you want friendship, if you want hope for the new earth even, then you really need to listen to what you need and what feels right for you. I'm hear the vibrations of your own heart with the pink opal that's also vibrating with the heart chakra. So I feel for this group, there's a lot of heart chakra mending and moving forward with an open heart, and also listening more to, I'm hearing self-care, taking better care of yourself. You know, the hare is a spirit animal that resonates with abundance and fertility. So I'm getting the sense that many of you are coming into the season of abundance and fertility, where I'm hearing things are going to multiply as you disconnect from your past, as you leave your past behind, as you take better care of yourself, as you mend any heartache or heartbreak, and you move forward. They're saying this might be for just one or two of you, but with the 21 here, reducing down to the number 3, you might have found yourself in a third-party situation. Not something that I normally bring up on my channel, but they're just saying that whoever that is for, you need to be heard, you need to be validated, something that you need to let go of is the shame around partaking in that situation. I'm hearing you're only human, and your heart wanted what it wanted at that time. And I think that this is just a message for the entire collective to withhold judgment when it comes to other people's mistakes or wrongdoings. And I'm putting those all in quotes because we all learn in different ways. Okay. I'm not condoning anything. I'm just simply saying we all learn in different ways. So I send my love to any of you who found yourself in those situations. Okay. Just learn from it and keep moving forward. There is also a message here where you might have been going, and you might have been burning out. Okay. The rabbit, the hare can be impetuous, can be impulsive, can move a little too fast. So with this hare being very present here in the middle of the woods and taking stock of his or her surroundings, there's a message for this group, whoever is listening, for you to slow down a little bit, that you might be overextending yourself, I'm hearing. And that in calming your energy a little bit, you could also attract what you desire. So there was a message in group number 1 about the nervous system, and I feel like it's coming up for this group a little bit as well. It's not showing up so much as the nervous system, but it is showing up as just your general energy being overextended. And when your energy is overextended, they're making me feel out of breath right now. Your sympathetic nervous system turns on and you move into fight or flight. Okay. And a rabbit, a hare, is a quintessential prey animal. So, well, they can be both, but they're mostly a prey animal. And so they want you to be aware of this need to sort of be hyper vigilant to your surroundings and looking all around. And I'm hearing the other shoe dropping where you're afraid that something bad is going to happen. They want you to take a breath and take stock of your surroundings, not out of fear, but from a place of, I'm hearing guided awareness. Not sure exactly what that means, but maybe guided by your own intuition in a state of awareness, rather than just, what's the next thing, and going and going and going. They really want you guys to slow down here. They're showing me the 4 of Swords. Needing to rest a little bit. Well, they did mention self-care before. So there is this energy of needing to take care of yourself, needing to slow down and needing to rest. Often we don't realize that the way we take care of ourselves is correlated with what we attract. And if we're not attracting all that we desire, there's probably some lack of love or compassion or respect or awareness or attention with regards to the self. Anything else? Okay. Yeah, they keep saying this is the season of fertility. So I don't know if any of you are wanting to have a child, but it seems like this is sort of forthcoming if you just focus on taking much better care of yourself. That's a big message for any of you out there who want children. And they're saying this is also for people who want to adopt, and it's also for men who want children. So it's not always about the physical body. There's an energy. When you need to take care of another living thing, you need to make sure that you're taking really good care of yourself. I'm not just talking about physically giving birth. So there's a very clear message here for those of you who want children. If you want children, they're saying even for those of you who are wanting to bring an animal into your life, you really need to make sure that you're taking very good care of yourself. Okay, let's move into the tarot and see what else we can get for my lovely group number 2s. My guides, please tune me into my group number 2s. What do they need to know to attract what they desire? What do they need to know? Can you show me very clearly, please? And we have the Emperor, Aries card here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so there's a few messages here. So let me show you this card, the Emperor. So this man is looking right at me. So there's another energy of leaving the past behind and really being in your powerful energy. You can't be in your powerful energy if you're still looking to the past or if you're not taking good care of yourself. This Emperor has a lot of different energies in this card. There's a shield, there's an eagle, he's holding the world, he's holding a staff. They're saying that this group may not be aware of all of their resources or everything they have at their disposal because they're not focused on the right things right now. So you might want to ask yourself, where does my focus lie? Where is it? And ask if there's a slight pivot in your attention. So they're giving me the Hanged Man, a shift in perspective where what you focus on will make you feel more empowered rather than disempowered. Where in your life right now are you focused on something that feels disempowering, where you're feeling some kind of lack? Because they're telling me this group is a very resourceful group. They have actually a lot more at their disposal than they realize, and they're not utilizing everything at their disposal. So they want you to start connecting with networks, with people, with more of your gifts, with more of your talents. I'm hearing that this group is actually highly talented. Yeah, they keep saying magician. So I feel like this group is very good at manifesting. But I'm hearing that you might be getting in your own way with regards to your perspective or your health or your well-being, some of these areas that they've already described. Anything else about the Emperor? There is something about the divine masculine here, and being in I'm hearing the spirit of generosity. So they're showing me that this Emperor has so much at his disposal. So some of you who might have a lot of abundance in some ways, but maybe not in others, they're saying for this group, in whatever ways you do feel abundant, please be generous with that abundance. So if you're a very loving person and you're waiting on love, but you haven't received love, find other ways to extend love to others or to animals or to nature, okay? Start imbibing in the energy that you want to bring in. Okay? Yeah, they just keep saying, you have everything that you need. You just need to sort of look around and see what you have available to you, because you have a lot more available than you realize. They just said you don't have to go it alone. So maybe there's some kind of partnership with the 3 at that card. I'm seeing the 3 of Pentacles. right? You might need to collaborate with someone to move forward and attract what you desire, my group number 2s. And we have the moon. Yeah, so there's this message here about something that you're not seeing, something that is maybe lying dormant, whatever this resourcefulness, there is something that you have available to you that you're not seeing. I'm imagining this must be different for everyone in this group. This might just be your intuition, that you're not listening to your intuition here. But this feels, with the Emperor and all of these different elements on this card, it does feel as if you're just missing these resources. I keep getting that. Sorry, my cats are scratching if you hear that noise. Yeah, they're saying to just take a moment to go inward, because if you have been through some kind of traumatic connection with somebody that you're disconnecting from, you just might need to go inward and just sense into where you currently have what you need in order to move forward. I'm not getting anything else in this card. Let me get a little bit more. What else do you want group number 2 to know to attract what they desire? And here we have the 3 of Cups. So that's interesting, because I saw the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles, and they said start with the 3 of Pentacles, and now we have the 3 of Cups. There is something about working with others for sure, but there might also just be this message of needing to connect with friends right now, needing to connect with the people that are in your life, and not looking back on the people who have exited your life. They are saying that there might be somebody very sturdy that you can rely on, that feels like a shoulder to cry. Well, no, they're saying not a shoulder to cry on. They're saying somebody that you can rely on, that feels sturdy, that you might need to contact or call to help you through whatever you're going through, or whatever venture you want to start. They keep showing me that there are people and things around you that can help you move forward, to help bring in what you most want to manifest. We've got, Pisces, Cancer. We've got this watery energy, and then we have this fire energy. The same with pile number 1. We had fire and water as well. There's this need to finally release emotional tumult, I'm hearing. And you might want to do that by getting together with friends, by having fun, by playing. You need to just keep moving forward. This group needs to forge forward. It's interesting. I'm not getting much more than this, you guys. Let's see what I can get from the oracle cards. Let me just, they're telling me to pay attention to how I'm feeling in my body, and I'm feeling this feeling of being stuck, as if I'm pulling for the messages. And when I have that feeling, it shows to me what this collective might be feeling, as if they don't know where to go, or they don't know what to do, or they don't know what to listen to. Remember how they said the hare has these really long ears and you need to hear your own intuition? Well, now we have the moon here. And I'm telling you sort of what I'm feeling in my body. I'm getting this sense of crickets, like I'm not hearing anything. My guides are not telling me anything. And I'm getting this sense as if I don't have anyone to rely on. I don't have anyone here to rely on. And interestingly, I have 3 primary guides that are all around me. So there is this message of needing to return to your power, listen to your intuition, and keep this hope about you to move forward. Pull from your inner resources and get together with friends and connect with new people, not just looking at the past. Because we have 2 3s here. Okay, there is something about collaboration and getting together with others. My guides, can you guide group number 2 a little bit more about attracting what they desire? I keep hearing heart mending. needing to move past some kind of heartache. Oh, it's upside down. And here we have the seahorse. Very interesting. This is about perspective. Again, we have more water here. So remember they said before the Hanged Man, there needs to be some kind of change in perspective, how you're viewing your life right now, how you're viewing your own resourcefulness, how you're viewing your capacity to move forward. Changing out of this state of mind that you're stuck or that you can't do something or that you can't move forward. Very clearly, this seahorse and this woman, they are facing forward. There's a very clear message for this group about needing to change perspective so that you can attract what you desire. Literally, we have the hare facing in this direction and we have the seahorse facing in this direction. Let me get, meaning face forward. Let me get one more energy. One more energy for group number 2. What else do you want them to know to attract what they desire? Can I get one card, please? One card, please. Okay. Oh, beautiful. We have the bison, abundance, again with the moon here, with this girl reaching up to the moon in this very relaxed pose. And they're highlighting, beautiful. I love how they're ending this message. So this hare is a white hare and she is wearing a white dress. And you know how they said that your fluff or your, that part of you that was very soft and cuddly sort of hardened and is a little bit hardier now. They're saying in that hardiness, you're also returning to innocence. You're returning to purity. So whatever happened to you guys in the past that made you feel stuck, that made you feel shame, that made you feel hopeless, there's real guidance here about returning to this purified state, this state of wholeness. I'm hearing to know that nothing was robbed from you, nothing was taken from you. This is a time to return to your essence, to listen to the vibration of your soul, of your heart, and to finally move forward from whatever this was. I just realized that we have 3 moons. We have 3 moons. Yeah, there's really this energy of moving forward with your intuition. And I just realized that the Emperor is also in white here. There is definitely a guided message here about finally moving forward, allowing your heart to fully mend and change your perspective with regards to whatever is going on in your life, because you're so much more powerful than you realize, that nothing really was taken from you. Oh, my cats have the Zoom. Sorry about that. And there's definitely this message that you can attract what you desire by moving forward, by moving onwards and upwards, not stagnating. And to really look in your proverbial Rolodex or your phone book and reach out to people. There seems to be one person in particular that might show up in your life right now who is going to be reliable and hardy and help show you the way. But they're also saying, listen to your own intuition, get together with people, whether it be friends or collaborating with people, because they're going to help you get out of whatever stuck energy you feel right now. Change your perspective of your life, because in the end, when you do this, true abundance is on the horizon for this group. I feel like they wanted this card of abundance to come out for this group because you guys need some joyful message, because it really seems like you've been through a lot. And you need to know that you don't need to go it alone, that your guides are recognizing the hardiness that you have incurred in some way from what you have gone through, denoted here by the Emperor. And that it's time to celebrate the achievement of healing these wounds and leaving these scars behind. So there's this clear message of moving onward and upward, because your abundance is right ahead. Just make sure you're in that energy of hopefulness, of forward movement, that chariot energy. Because once you're in that energy, you will attract what you desire. You will attract your abundance. Okay, group number 2, that is your message for today. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Until the next reading, I send you guys so much love and so many blessings. Take good care. Welcome, group number 3. Today, we are asking Spirit, what do you need to know to attract all that you desire? So you chose the tree agate stone. I love this stone. This stone is actually all about inner peace. So it is perfectly connected with this little deer here who seems to be very peaceful and in a state of gratitude, anticipation, and appreciation. Okay. Asking my guides to please tune me in to my group number 3. What do they need to know to attract what they desire? So they said that many of you have been in a time of respite, I'm hearing, where you have been in a time of calm, of going inward. And they're saying that this is serving you. So some of you might have been feeling particularly exhausted lately. And those of you who have been heeding the call to rest, you're well on your way to attract what you desire. There's a lot of guidance for this group about grounding and needing to pay attention to your body's needs. So they're saying, yeah, because I just got overwhelmed with exhaustion just now, my God. With the tree agate, there's definitely this need to ground and pay very close attention to what your body needs. I'm hearing the word detoxification. And they're showing me the digestive system. And they're saying for some of you who are not sleeping enough, your digestion is being thrown off. And when your gut is thrown off, it's almost as if you have a broken compass. So your gut really tells you where to go and helps you be in your power. That's your solar plexus chakra. So they're applauding those of you who have been listening to your body and the messages from your body, because when you do that, you can attract a lot more abundance. Meaning when you're in the rhythm of your physical energy, your spiritual energy actually starts to become in flow as well. Because everything is connected. But for those of you who have not been listening to the calls from your body, there's a tremendous amount of compassion, love, and loving guidance for this group to please rest if you need to, because that's going to help I'm hearing cellular turnover. It's going to help you recover. Because my body feels like it's 100 tons right now. My shoulders are starting to fall over. I almost feel like I need to lie down. So if I was not reading right now, I would listen to my body and I would lie down. I'm getting for this group that there's going to be a period of time where you're hibernating, where you need to go inward, where you need to take care of your body, because that's going to help you attract what you desire. Because when you come back to life, when you come out again, you're going to be vibrant. You're going to be full of vitality. They're saying that springtime for this group is going to be a highly abundant time. Spring into summer. So if you're listening to this around October 2025, I think I might post this right before, the last day of September. So we're about 5-6 months out. Is that right? November, December, January, February, March. 6 to 7 months out of spring. And there's the word anticipation here. So there is, if you allow yourself to really take good care of your physical bodies, then you can anticipate great health, wellness, and abundance by springtime, I'm hearing. That's interesting. So I'm just reading my notes on the tree agate here because I had written some notes a while ago, and they just told me, look at your notes because there's more that they want you to know about this particular stone. So they're highlighting this idea that the tree agate helps you maintain your rootedness as you grow. So some of you might be morphing and changing. Wow, interesting. I just heard the morphogenetic field. And so it seems like the energetic field of this group is shifting, and that's why your physical body is kind of taking a hit because your energetic field is recalibrating. And so while that's happening around you, you need to rest. So if you can see, there's a rabbit or a hare in the background that's moving, but this deer is quietly resting. And the way they're showing this for this group is that the hare in the background is indicative of your field, your energetic field around you or around this deer, changing shape, moving, blooming, awakening as your physical body is resting. So if your physical body, excuse me, that's interesting. I'm starting to clear through my body, which I did not for the other two groups. Yeah, so there's a lot of physical healing that is occurring as your spiritual bodies are healing. So if you don't rest enough, excuse me, you're going to have detoxification symptoms like acne, body odor, constipation, maybe even burping and gas. Okay, that was a lot. My guides, can you hold back that energy in my body, please? My God. Again, I'm feeling like movement in my colon. Yeah, so they're saying that if you rest, your digestive system is going to pick up. You guys really need to listen to your bodies. There's a huge message about that in order to attract your harvest, your abundance, for your harvest to come to fruition. I don't know how to say that. I can't find my words right now, but there's a need to, I'm hearing, honor the process. Honor the process. Okay. I'm asking them about, sometimes when I go quiet, for those of you who don't know, I'm asking my guides questions in my head. So I'm asking them about the number 12, and they're saying it's been about 3 months that this group has been feeling physically distraught, I'm hearing, or very tired, or feeling not quite like themselves. And this is in divine form. They're meant to be going through this so that they can release and let go of control. Ooh, that's a new one. Interesting. I didn't see that coming. So some of you are going through a period of time of recalibrating the way you work in the world, where you're pulling back a little bit, your need to control everything. I'm hearing the word micromanage. Just got some Virgo energy there. Yeah, I also heard Scorpio for some reason. Scorpio. Although I don't see any Scorpio here. They're saying that this group is really learning how to stop micromanaging, stop needing to control everything, and this is really going to serve you to attract what you want to manifest in your life. So you see how the deer is lying down and all of these flowers are blooming. He's not really watering or doing anything to make them bloom. He's just letting it happen. They're saying that's what this group needs to know. If you just hands off, I'm hearing. If you just let go, I'm hearing let go and let God. Not a term a statement I normally use, but that's what they just showed me. So they're saying that if you let go of the reins a little bit and you just let things flourish around you, that is what's going to happen. But if you try to control things, if you try to have your hand in everything, they're showing me the 4 of Pentacles. If you're holding tight to your pentacles, if you're micromanaging your finances, if you're micromanaging I'm hearing your children, okay? If you're micromanaging your health, okay? So taking care of your health also is about balance and harmony, I'm hearing. So you're not a hypochondriac, or you're not counting every calorie I'm seeing, or taking a million supplements, so no one supplement can shine and do its work because it's crowded out by too many different vitamins and minerals. They're basically tuning this group into any urgency or heavy energy behind what you're doing, because this is suffocating the process of bloom, right? You can't water a plant because you can water it to death. You can't water a plant too much because you will water it to death, literally. You will suffocate it in the water. And they're saying that each of you needs different amounts of watering, meaning you need to have your hand to a certain degree in your life that is going to be different from the next person. So be mindful of the advice that you're getting from your doctors, or I'm not telling you not to listen to your doctors, but just be in your power and ask yourself what feels right for you. And if you have family members talking in your ear, just return to your own energy and ask, what feels right to me? They're showing me this energy of somebody stuffing something down their throat that they think is healthy, whether it be food or a vitamin. And they're saying, be mindful of that kind of energy because you're out of alignment with healthy behavior. So you can eat all the celery you want, but if you despise celery and you have this energy of disgust when you're eating it, the celery can't do its job. So don't eat celery. Eat cucumbers instead. I don't know why they're giving me that example, but there it is. But they are applauding those of you who have been letting go and not controlling everything so much. And I'm hearing going with the tide. And with the word appreciation, they're saying it's really lovely that you've been appreciating what you do have, being in a state of gratitude for what you do have, and not just constantly seeking what you want. And they're saying the more that you do that, the more you're in a state of gratitude, the easier what you desire will be attracted to you. Because gratitude is a very high vibrational state to be in. Anything else? Yeah, they're saying the tree agate actually helps to illuminate the root cause of issues. So they're saying the more you are in a state of flow and you're doing the necessary steps to take care of your health, good sleep, good food, love, rest when you need to, listening to your body, the root cause will kind of just show itself. Because when we're forcing vitamins and we're forcing food and we're just going to a million different practitioners, a million different healers, a million different readers, the messages just get watered down. And you never really get a clear sense of what the root cause of anything is, because there's too many messages and there's too much information coming at you. But if you do things more methodically and thoughtfully, and you listen to your intuition and you listen to what your body needs, you will find the root cause or the root issue, or you will figure out what foods work with you and which foods don't, which vitamins are working for you and which don't. Great. Let's move on to the tarot and see what other messages Spirit wants to share with this group. What else do you want to tell group number 3 so that they can attract what they desire? What do they need to know to attract what they desire? Please and thank you. And we have the 3 of Wands. Again, you guys, we have another 3 here. So the 3s might be an auspicious number for this group. Yeah, so there's more of this energy here that as you relax into the flow of life, what you desire is coming in. So for those of you who don't know, the 3 of Wands tells us that your ships are coming in. This guy is waiting for his ships to come in. And there they are, right there. He's not having to wait very long. So with the backpack, they said that this group has been on some kind of uphill battle, and they want you to get off this hill. You're at the top, now just wait. Just like the deer here, this guy is just waiting. He's just waiting. Interesting, there's a plane flying by. That's very interesting. These are almost duplicate cards. You see there's a plane flying by and there's a hare running. So there's movement around these two beings that are still. So they're just saying, let the energy move around you. As again, there's this message about your morphogenetic fields, your energetic fields recalibrating with the new earth, I'm hearing. Okay, interesting. I just heard Lemuria. I don't know if any of you resonate with Lemuria. Yeah, there's a resurgence for this group of a profound connection with the earth. Human, or the spirited human in the time of Lemuria, were very, very connected to nature, to the nature spirits I'm hearing, the Fae I'm hearing. They worked in concert with nature. So there's something about, I'm sorry, I'm just getting another message. My guides, I'm going to forget that. Can you remind me that, please? Thank you. So they're saying everything is in divine timing for this group. So they're telling me to say, there's this little saying on a tea bag, you know, those tea bag sayings on the end of the string. It says something like, nature doesn't rush, and yet all is accomplished. I think that's what it says. Nature doesn't rush, and yet all is accomplished. And so they're saying there's nothing to rush to, there's nothing to control, there's nothing that you need to do right now. You just need to learn how to be in the flow while being very grounded. Remember, grounding is very important for this group. Taking very good care of your bodies, but something is moving around you right now. There is something at play that is not something you can see. So you see, you don't see this guy's face, and this deer's eyes are closed. There's something that you don't need to see right now. You don't need to analyze. You don't need to understand is going on in your energetic field, and it's hitting you. It's hitting your physical bodies, and you just need to take a moment to rest. Because when you do that, when you take good care of yourselves like that, your ships are coming in. Okay? What you desire is going to come to you. And very much like this bloom here, there's this little bloom sprouting from these 3 wands. So this is happening for you guys, with spring being a very auspicious time. Okay. What else do you want to tell my group number 3s? What did they need to know to attract what they desire? Well, sorry for the noise, guys. What did they need to know to attract what they desire? And we have the Emperor again. A previous group got that. So I did see the Emperor in my mind's eye before. I didn't say it for some reason. I think because I'm feeling very exhausted. But they said something, there's a very simple message because they want me to keep going with the tarot, about you being in your strength, returning to your strength, returning to your power once you have had this respite, that you have sought out this respite, this time of vacation. It's kind of like a vacation from the constant doing and needing to calm, needing to be in this state of gratitude, of, I'm hearing willful engagement. What does that mean? It's where you actively allow yourself to engage in calm, peace, hope, knowing that all is going to be well. Also with the Emperor is about listening to your own guidance, your own instincts, I'm hearing, when it comes to your health and your well-being. Yeah, I'm getting a similar message to, I think it was the previous group, about you being very resourceful, but you don't need to use everything at your disposal. So it's the opposite message from the previous group. So they couldn't see all their resources, but you guys might be using too many things. So you see he has the globe in his hand, the eagle here, the shield, this Ankh with the sword, the ram, and this huge throne and the mountains behind him. He's got a lot at his disposal. And so they're saying just be wary of how much you're using to help yourself right now. You might be doing too many things. Like they said, overwatering that plant. So use your instincts wisely. Okay, that's going to help you attract what you desire. In that case, possibly good health. But they're saying with good health comes wealth and happiness. That's how they're showing that to me. So wealth seems to be at the foundation, not wealth, health seems to be at the foundation for this group. And let's get one other tarot card. What does group number 3 need to know to attract what they desire? Okay, they're showing me the card. Ooh, and we have the Page of Wands. What does that mean, Spirit? Oh, okay. So they're saying, let go. Just recurring messages, you guys. This wand is up in the air. This person is trusting that the wand is going to return to them, right? Wands being what you're passionate about, what you're excited about, okay? Your creative spirit. It's going to return to you. Once you've had this rest, once you take good care of yourself, once you really imbibe in that state of gratitude while you're not doing anything, just trust it's going to return to you. Interesting interpretation of this particular card. They're also saying, look how this golden energy is swirling about this person. This is what they were talking about with regards to your auric fields, your energetic fields. They are moving. They are recalibrating to help you now. With her red garb here, this red outfit, your energy is recalibrating to help you get much more rooted in the new earth. I'm hearing again, in the new earth. With the snake here by the side, they're saying, for some of you, your Kundalini energy is starting to rise, but it cannot rise because it needs this fire in order to rise. It needs this rootedness. The root chakra needs to be really sound and spinning in the right direction. They're saying for some of you, because you've been a little burnt out, the root chakra has been a little imbalanced. So they're just saying, wait for this recalibration to occur. Let me just ask my guides, how will they know that their spiritual field has fully recalibrated? They said you're going to feel this. They're saying that when you wake up in the morning, you're not going to be bargaining with yourself. You're not going to be saying 5 more minutes or snoozing. That moment where you feel this, where you wake up in the morning and you feel this calm in the center of your chest, and you say, okay, I feel okay today. That's when the recalibration has been completed. I hope that makes sense. Let's get a few oracle cards here. A few more oracle cards. Can you give us any more information for group number 2? What do they need to know to attract what they desire? What do they need to know to attract what they desire? Okay. And we got the llama, endurance. What a little cutie this llama is. Okay. So they actually just tuned me into dance for this group. So they're saying that there are going to be pockets of time where you're going to have this resurgence of energy, and they want you to transmute it in a healthy way. So some of you, it's going to be dance. It's going to be something where you're moving your body in a way that feels like you're in flow. They're also saying for endurance that whatever is recalibrating for you right now is going to help you have this steady kind of endurance. They're showing me, they're telling me steady state, this kind of endurance that, I'm sorry, I can't think of the word, long, please help me here, Spirit. Sorry, guys, my head is feeling a little foggy in this group. Long distance runners, thank you. My God, cannot think clearly when I'm channeling. long distance runners. They need a lot of endurance. So they're telling me that this group needs this time of calm, of peace, of going inward, where you're really taking care of your body, because you're going to need a new level of endurance as things unfold in the new earth in particular. So this might be over the next 6 months. You guys are going to be required to use a different kind of energy that you've never really used before. This more steady state where every day you're going to need to use this energy, it's going to feel different. So they're saying once you come out of this recalibration, whatever is going on that is resetting your morphogenetic field, that is resetting your physical bodies ultimately, because anything that changes in the spiritual realm ultimately changes the physical body. They're saying you're going to wake up to a new body and you're going to feel this resurgence of energy. You're going to feel this endurance that you never felt before, where all day it's going to be a steady state of energy. And that's what's going to help you attract your abundance. They're saying it's really going to feel different. It's almost as if they're telling me the shoes that fit you before are not going to fit you. It's not literal, but it's almost as if your body's going to change so drastically that you're going to feel differently in it. Yeah, they're saying that you're really going to experience this capacity to forge forward in a way you never have been able to before. And once you're in that new energy signature, abundance is going to just be attracted to you. Let's get another card here, one more card. What does group number 3 need to know to attract abundance? Beautiful. What a lovely way to end this reading. We've got the butterfly, evolution. That is what's happening for this group. You guys are evolving into something brand new, literally caterpillar to butterfly. You're evolving into new beings. And with the butterfly on the spine here in particular, we are showing Kundalini rising, this Kundalini energy rising. So you guys are turning, I feel like you guys are entering into your light body phase, where you're going to feel more formless. You're going to feel lighter. Things are going to come to you more easily. You're not going to be as concerned with finances, with the material world, because things are just going to be in a state of flow. All you guys need to do right now is stay very grounded, pay very close attention to what your body needs right now. Intuitively and instinctively, with the Emperor here, it feels very much like instinct, 3D. And allow things to unfold as they may, as they will. Don't micromanage. Don't only think with your mind, okay? Don't take all the vitamins and eat all the foods and go to a million practitioners and a million different readers. Don't give your power away with the Emperor. Don't give your power away to all of these people. Listen to your instincts now, because they're right on point. Everything that was lost or that you felt, you haven't been able to reclaim is going to return to you. This wand wielder here, she trusts that this wand is going to return to her because she's very rooted. As this spiritual energy, this recalibration in your fields are occurring, you need to make sure that you are getting appropriate rest and hydration. I'm hearing. I just heard hydration with the desert in the background here. They're saying you're going to endure in the end of it with this tremendous amount of energy and vitality, but also make sure that you're hydrating. And finally, with the evolution card here, you're going to evolve into something so magnificent and so beautiful, you guys, into a new body. I'm hearing a nubile body, so something brand new, something that you haven't felt before. And you're going to have this endurance that you've never experienced before. And once you're in that energetic field, the abundance, what you desire is just going to be attracted to you, and you just have to trust that. And that is your message, group number 3. I really hope you enjoyed that. I really enjoyed reading for you guys. Please do take very good care of yourselves, okay? Everything that you desire is coming to you. But listen to your bodies, okay? So with that, I send you so much love and so many blessings. Until the next reading, take very good care.